Okay, once again, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Pelicans versus Spurs play-by-play coverage. Also here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are going to be live game coverage tonight. Pelicans and Spurs. Right, once again, it's a implications if they're going to make the play-in tournament or something like that. So it's so a lot on the line tonight for the Pelicans. And also the San Antonio Spurs coming in with a record of 29-29. Pelicans coming in with a record of 26-33. So we are live tonight. We will have video chat set up for tonight's broadcast. So we're gonna send that to y'all. Okay, the links are set up. That's going to be so we got them set. And we'll send it over to the broadcast over to Facebook as well. So Facebook. Also, once again, we are sending your links out. So your links are once again in the chat room. So you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, you're on Twitter, you can come in and video chat with us. That'd be during the game, stuff like that. So that would be a good opportunity. Or if you want to stay in, do regular chat, that would be completely fine. So we don't mind. I know a lot of people are camera shy, so we fully understand. So. Let's go ahead. Game will begin in just a few moments. Let's give you an update on some NBA scores going on in the association tonight. Indiana leading 54-49. That's in the second quarter. New York in the early game winning 120-103. Also, Milwaukee winning 132-94. In their game tonight, so 132-94 was your final score. Also, the other games going on tonight, Miami will take on Chicago, so that will be in just a few moments. Dallas will take on, okay, let's give you the starting lineup first. Murray, White, DeRozan, Johnson, and Portello, I'm saying Jacob Portello for San Antonio will be for the San Antonio Spurs. Now for the New Orleans Pelicans, Alonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and also Stephen Adams. So Stephen Adams in the lineup tonight for the New Orleans Pelicans. So once again, we'll begin tipping off in just a few minutes. So we're giving you the other games. Minnesota, Utah, and Denver and Houston will begin later on this evening. So that's in the NBA schedule tonight. So we're beginning. We're waiting for tip-off. Let's go ahead and go over to game coverage with Joe Myers and Antonio Daniels, and also Jennifer Hale as the sideline reporter tonight.
It's a little bit of both. We're professionals, so we need to know that kind of stuff, especially where we stand. Find whatever motivation each individual player needs to, when he's out there, play as hard as he can and try to get the win.
An important one, no doubt. Now, Joel, you and AD were talking about the difficult schedule the Spurs have to close out this season. The 76ers, the Bucks, and the Trailblazers on their schedule, as well as 2 meetings with the Jazz and 2 with the Phoenix Suns. So after tonight, it just gets harder for them.
Yeah, because they want to get into the play-in tournament. So right now, they're currently 10th in the standings right now. So tip off momentarily. So let's So the ball will be tipped up.
And you know the guys know what's at stake.
And that ball is going to be controlled by the San Antonio Spurs here in the first quarter. So the ball goes to the Spurs to start off at quarter number 1. No score. They will pass down low. And a mid-range shot is no good by San Antonio. Going back to the Pels. No score. DeMar DeRozan misses. And Brandon Ingram will pass it the ball. Zion will get the basket early. So score is 2-0 Pels here in the first quarter. So 2-0 Pels. And that shot is going to be no good. So going back over to the
DeJounte Murray's 8th in the league in steals.
DeJounte Murray.
It was tapped by the opposite.
And the shot is good. Pels go up 4-0. So Pels up 4-0 here in the first quarter. So 4-0. So the screen's up 4-0. 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first. We just started 4-0. Shot is good. San Antonio gets the basket for 2. Pels lead. 4-2 Pels lead. Shot is good. Pels up 6-2. So Brandon Ingram gets it 6-2. Pels here in the first quarter. That was a mid-range shot. Well, let's see if they'll try to get it in, and they will knock it down. So 6-4 Pels, so it's white. So the basket is good, makes it 6-4 Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, and that ball is going to be taken away by the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see if they can capitalize on Pelicans' mistakes. And they'll reset. Looks like a 2-on-1. And shot is good. So the shot is good. Makes it 7-6 San Antonio. San Antonio gets the basket, so it's 7-6. And 7-6 to score. And the shot is going to be a missed shot by the Pels. Going back over to San Antonio. So let's see. Mid-range shot is... Nope, it's going to be a brick. Defensive board by Steven Adams. And lost the handle. So something he's going to have to stop doing is losing that ball. That's possessions are lost. Derek White for 3, and he will knock it down. So 10-6 San Antonio on top. 10-6 San Antonio. So far San Antonio's getting shots off, and that shot is going to be no good. And the ball goes back to the Pels. Nope, going back to San Antonio.
You can see San Antonio.
DeMar DeRozan misses the basket, so once again the score is still 10-6. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we are live tonight. So if you want to come in and talk anything Pelicans basketball or sports, and that shot is no good. So no good. You can come in through the chat room, or if you want a video chat, you can do that. And the basket is good. So it's now 12-6 San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan getting the basket. And that ball is going to be blocked away by DeRozan. That is going to be taken away. And that shot is converted. That's a fast break. So fast break points.
And if you're open, you shoot it. And if not, you give it to the guy that is open. It's an excellent finish by Keldon Johnson.
It's a 12-0 run for the San Antonio Spurs at the Rough by 8.
So 14-6 San Antonio. I'll be honest with you right now. San Antonio is getting their shots off. They're absolutely getting their shots off. I mean, in this game. I mean, they got to slow the offense down of the Spurs, because I'm gonna tell you, look, they're going to be pressing the issue all night long when it comes down to it. So they have to be more consistent when it comes down to it, and getting defensive rebounds. Let's go ahead and give you the stats on Pelicans shooting 42%, San Antonio up to 55%. 3-point shooting, San Antonio 2 out of 2. Pelicans did not convert a shot, so they didn't attempt a shot. Rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 5-3, 1-0 on offensive boards, and 4-3 on the defensive boards. Now, the turnovers is 3-0 Pelicans, so right now the Pelicans are leading in that category you don't want to lead in. It's his turnovers. Points off of turnovers is 6-0. Favor of the Pelicans. Also, fast break points 2-0. San Antonio leads, and also point to the paint 8-4. San Antonio leads. So 14-6 is your score. They're on a 14-0 run in this game. So I'll be honest with you that look, you got to stop DeMar DeRozan. Period. End of story. Because he's going to go to the basket. He's going to get Johnson. Johnson made a shot. So defensively right now, we're kind of just a little stagnated when it comes down to the situation. So we will have that game on Monday. So we're back game coverage. So we're back on with game coverage. 14-6 is your score.
Energy, we power life. And by iBottom, cashback made easy. After a solid beginning for the Bells, Spurs countered with 12 unanswered.
So like I said, it was solid early, but San Antonio, they're just absolutely going to get those shots off. That's one thing I say. DeMar DeRozan is he's pretty shaky when it comes in. He will get in that lane. Shot is good. 3-point shot. Pels cut the lead to 14-9. So Lonzo Ball for 3 is good. So they'll pass it. So White will pass it to DeRozan. And Johnson for 3. He will knock it down. So he's open. He's been open the whole time. 17-9 Spurs. And a 3-point shot! So 17-11 Pelicans. So it's a mid-range shot. 17-11. So Pels. Let's see if they can get the and that shot is good. So that's going to be Murray getting that basket. DeJounte Murray gets the basket, so it's 19-11. Zion. And they'll get it! Zion with the M1! So Zion Williamson gets the bucket in the M1.
Anytime you get Zion up this curl action right here, that's hard for anybody to guard. Keldon Johnson's a really good defender. He's big, he's physical, and he knows how to move his feet. But this guy that he's guarding right now is a different animal.
So Zion will convert the M1 free throw. And the free throw is good. So cuts the lead 19-14. So Brandon Ingram's got 4. So let's see. They'll pass it. DeMar DeRozan. And that basket is good. So DeMar DeRozan gets to the lane. Makes it 21-14. So DeMar DeRozan gets the basket. Bledsoe for mid-range. No good. So it's a missed shot by Bledsoe going back to the Spurs. Mid-range shot is good. That's Murray. Makes it 23-14. So the ball goes back to San Antonio. That's going to be a bad pass by Ball. So 23-14. And Bledsoe will get the basket on the reverse. Makes it 23-16. So 23-16. Spurs on top. So they'll pass it. And the basket's going to be no good by San Antonio. Johnson, no good. So defensive rebound by the Pels. Going back to Zion will get it. Zion will get it in the lane and make it. So 23-18.
Taking that ball off the glass and then taking his time and surveying the defense and sit.
So I like what he did. It was a nice basket by Zion Williamson. So it's 23-18. Spurs on top. So that's what I like to see going into this game, is getting those easy baskets by the Pels. So we have to continue doing that. So 23-18 is your score, 4:44 remaining in the first. Let's give you the team stats from this game. Okay, Spurs shooting 58%, Pelicans 61, so 61 to 58. So Pels are getting their shots up once again. 3-point shooting, the Pels went 1 for 1, the Spurs 3 for 4. And free throws only 100%. Rebounding aspects even at 6. Offensive rebounds, Spurs lead 1-0. And defensive rebounds, Pelicans lead 6-5. Assists is 7-3, Spurs lead. Steals is 4-1. Block shots 4-1. Turnovers is still 4-1. So 4-1, 2-1 on the blocks and 4-1 on the turnovers. So I don't want to now the fast break points, Pelicans leading 4-2. Points in the paint, Spurs leading 12-10. So 12-10. 23-18 is your score. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live. 23-18 is your score. So we are we're waiting for Valley Sports feed to return. So we'll get back to game action. 23-18. So Miami on top 23-11. That's in the first quarter. Also, Detroit on top 61-58 at halftime. So that game's going on up in Indiana.
Quarter of this game. You know, a big point of emphasis for this coaching staff is improving this team's poise in the closing minutes of a game. Clutch time.
Yes, we got to do a lot of that. We have to improve on those pace.
All the great things the Pelicans
So we have to do that.
So many of them drop off drastically during those clutch moments, those last 5 minutes of the game. Check out how much.
I mean, the offensive rating is 105.9 on clutch. Now the rating is 19. So the points in the paint is 3.5 on clutch. Now on clutch, NBA ranking is 13. So we have to improve on those areas. We have to be.
That is a big point of emphasis in the game plan.
And that shot is no good by San Antonio. Miss going back over to the Pels. I mean, you got to get. Let's see if the Pels can kind of. That was a bad pass. That was a very piss-poor pass. So that a turnover by the Pelicans. You can't do that. You got to pass those balls effectively. That's not a. That was a bad pass. So it's going to be free throws for San Antonio. So your score is 25-18.
They're going to put Pirtle and Eubanks in pick and rolls and force you to guard it. It's back-to-back, really nice reads by DeMar DeRozan. The last one, he gave Lonnie Walker a wide-open three-point shot from the wing.
So free throws is no good. Makes it still 25-18. Spurs on top. 4 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the first quarter. See if the Pels can kind of. So that's going to be Brandon Ingram getting the pass. He will attempt a three, and it's no good. Missed 3-point shot by Brandon Ingram, going back over to the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, and the ball is going to be taken away by the Pels. And a basket by the Pels! That's going to be Najee Marshall. Makes it 25-20. So 25-20 Spurs on top.
It's a good decision. Good defense by Steven. Outletted Najee. Good decision in transition. They don't stop you. You keep attacking.
Yeah. Or space. They were scattered.
So let's see if they can try to slow him down, and that is going to be no good. So Brandon will go to the line to shoot two. This be a foul called on San Antonio. So Eubanks gets the shooting foul.
The last two turnovers by the San Antonio Spurs were line ball turnovers. What that does is gives you an opportunity.
So Brandon Ingram will attempt the free throw, and the first one is good. 25-21. You ought to have a second free throw attempt.
Get the game now. Devin Vassell, the first round pick, 11th overall by San Antonio this year after a couple of years in Tallahassee.
Second free throw is good. So 3-point game, 25-22. Just 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first. DeMar DeRozan on Bledsoe on DeMar DeRozan. Walker. Well, try to get the basket, and he converts. So Walker gets the basket, makes it 27-22. It's going to be a foul coming in. So that foul's on.
He doesn't do this enough. He has the body to do that, the athleticism to do that more often than what he does.
Yeah, you and I have watched their games, and he is a serious athlete, as Eric Bledsoe is.
So Bledsoe goes to the line, attempts a free throw, and the first one is up.
The foul
is no good.
He's going to have to sit down.
Still 27-22.
So check that. They gave the foul to Walker. Right. Walker got the foul. Patty Mills in the game as Murray just sat down.
So Mills is in the game for San Antonio. Second free throw is not good.
Almost picked up.
So both free throws not converted. Still 27-22. Spurs on top. I'll pass it. That's going to be DeMar DeRozan. And it's going to be DeMar DeRozan again getting the pass. And let's see who gets it. Vassell misses that three. So it's still 27-22. And a basket for Jackson Hayes. Cuts the lead to three. 27-24. So 27-24.
Bell shooting 62.5%. Now Eubanks and Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker will not get the three.
Go for it. Instead, it's thrown over the head. It's given away.
So it's another turnover thrown bad. Another case of bad pass-itis with this Pelicans basketball team. That's another case of bad pass-itis.
Coming up to the big down the bounce.
Jackson actually outrunning a guard.
Too many turnovers early, though.
I could not agree with you more.
That's 6. Those are wasted possessions.
Right. Hit singles.
Like I said, I keep saying it over and over. Wasted possessions. When you have those wasted possessions, they're just going to take full advantage of those wasted possessions, those opponents. So Derek White will not get it. That's going to be out of bounds.
Minute 45 to play.
So minute 45 remaining here in the first quarter. Your score is 27-24. Pels lead by Pels trail by 3.
The flow of this game a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get the pace going. I mean, that's the thing about it. We have to start getting our pace going. And let's see if the Pels can So San Antonio ball will stay with the Pels. San Antonio last touch. So still 27-24.
How much is at stake? So you would expect this kind of atmosphere.
Lonzo Ball will not make it.
Down and back out. I watched the warm-ups. He was looking good. Now Lonnie Walker sees a bit of a crease.
So it looks like let's see they'll pass it to
Keep your eyes on this guy with the basketball.
Patty Mills.
Patty Mills trying to drop it on the Eubanks.
And it looks like somebody getting a foul for the Pels.
Yes, he is proven. He's a veteran. He's battle tested. He's been there.
So let's see what happens here. Ball will go back to still the Spurs have it. And Derek White misses. Kyrie Lewis gets the defensive rebound. Goes back to the Pels. Let's see if they can kind of capitalize, get a basket here. And the basket is no good. So Pels once again missing easy baskets. I mean, sure, you got to fight them and stuff like that, but the easy baskets, that's. So score is 27-24.
Now, you know, with the run that the San Antonio Spurs went on early, you have to be, I don't want to say you want to be pleased.
Quick throw is up, and it is good. So puts the lead to 4, 28-24. About 48 seconds remaining.
It's not too bad.
You're not bad shape at all.
Not at all.
Wasted possessions. Eubanks.
And a second free throw is good. So you're down by
Spurs are back up by 5.
now you're down by 5. 29-24. Let's see if the Pels can kind of take it away by San Antonio. And an easy basket. So the lead's now 31-24 for San Antonio. 10 points off of those 7 turnovers. That's one thing you have to stop doing, is getting 10 points, giving up those points off for turnovers. So still 31-24 is your score, but see if the Pels can, they will try to go for a last second shot here in the closing minutes of the first quarter. And they will not get it. So once again, we in the first quarter, we will go to the second quarter. Once again, hold on. So once again, 7-point game, 31-24. I'll be honest with you, right now, San Antonio is playing on a netter level right now. They're not playing like a abysmal team. They're playing very consistent, getting baskets when needed and stuff like that. So 31-24 at the end of 1. So we will go ahead and give you the stats from the first quarter. So let me see if I can get those first quarter stats up. I'm going to pull these. See if I can pull it. I don't know if I have it in one of my files. There it is. So I got it. So I'm going to give you the first quarter stats. Let me pull these down, and I'll get this into the share screen in just a second. I'm going to give those numbers after 1. Okay, after 1, the Spurs shooting 50%. That's 13 out of 26. Pels right now, 10 of 19, 52%. So 50% versus 52% is kind of the stagnation when it comes down to it. Pelicans are not hitting the ball, 3-point shots well. That's 33%. The free throws, they're at 60% in the first quarter after one. Now, Pelicans got 7 turnovers. San Antonio got 10 points off of those turnovers, so that's something that they're going to have to stop doing here in this first in this game and beyond. Okay, points in the paint. Pelicans trail 18-14. They went 7 for 12. Also, second chance points 0-0. Fast break points. Pelicans led 8-6. They went 4 for 4 in the first quarter. So 4 for 4 in the first quarter. So your score is 31-24 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. So we will get back to the game coverage. So let me switch my game casters back in. We're back on.
Turnovers, the difference, and that was a key area coming in.
So the ball goes back once again to the Pelicans, still trailing 31-24. And Zion Williamson will pass it to Kyra Lewis, and that shot is no good. So Kyra Lewis, so he will get a foul. That's going to be an offensive foul of Kyra Lewis. That's a charge. Yep, that is a charge. Let's see if they'll pass it. And that ball is going to be taken away by the Pels. Lonzo Ball gets the dunk. Makes it 31-26. So -4. Lonnie Walker misses the 3. And the ball goes back to the Kyra Lewis. No good. For 3, no good. Still 31-26. Still a and that 3 is good. So that's a Patty Mills. I'm gonna tell you, he did. He definitely did. 4-26, and the ball goes back over to the Spurs. So let's see if they will knock another 3 down, and they don't. So Johnson misses, goes back over to the Pelicans. Let's see if the Pelicans can kind of they'll pass it to Zion, and it's pretty blocked shot by preventing Zion from getting that basket. Taken away by the Pels. Kyra Lewis. So Keldon Johnson throws it out of bounds. Pelicans will have the ball. 34-26 is the score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Jackson Hayes done a really good job as he comes over to the bench. So an 8-point lead for San Antonio.
So 8-point game. So Billy Herman Gomez in the game. Kyra Lewis for 3! He will knock it down! 34-29. So Spurs call full timeout. So 34-29. So the Pels cut the lead to 34-29. Excellent 3, but that was an excellent pass by Lonzo Ball to get it to Kyra Lewis to get the 3. So 34-29. I'll be honest with you, look, that was a needed 3. Let's give you the numbers. Okay, Pelicans shooting 50%. Spurs 48%. 3-point shooting. Spurs 4 of 11. Pelicans 2 of 6. Free throws, Pelicans 3 of 5. Spurs 2 of 3. Rebounding aspects is 14-13 in favor of the Spurs. Also 1-0 on offensive boards for them, and 13-13. Now assists is 9-6 in favor of the Spurs. Steals even at 5. Block shots 3-1. Turnovers 8-5. So 8-5. They're still 10 points given up by the Pels off of those turnovers. So that's 10 points. So fast break points is 10-6 in favor of the Pels, and also the points in the paint 18-16 in favor of the Spurs. So your score is 34-29. Other scores tonight: Miami on top 38-23. LA and Dallas scoreless in the first quarter, and also Detroit on top 77-69. That's in the third quarter, 6:40 remaining in that one. So that's in quarter number 3. So that is going on tonight. Pelicans basketball as well, 34-29. Okay, let's give you some MLB game scores. MLB scores in the middle of the 8th. Cleveland is down 2-1, tied up at 3. Toronto and Tampa Bay. Oakland on top 7-1, top 4. Chicago and Texas scoreless. So that's in the top of the 6th. And let's see. Colorado on top 1-0, bottom of the 2nd. Kansas City wins 2-1. Seattle 8-2. Pittsburgh 6-2. And St. Louis wins 2-0. Milwaukee wins 4-3. Washington wins 7-1, and Houston wins 16-2. So let's get back to game coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Ball goes back to the San Antonio Spurs. 34-29 is the score. So let's see if they can get a basket, and they will get the basket. So San Antonio increased the lead to 36-29. So Zion will pass it to Ball for 3, and that shot is just short and goes back to San Antonio. Once again, the score is 36-29. And let's see if they can try to. Mid-range shot is no good. So it goes out of bounds.
You got to respect Pirtle's activity under the rim. He had 4 pounds under there and still almost ended up with that rebound.
He does that every night for them. Now, Rudy Gay, when they play small ball, can play the 5, but he's out of the lineup tonight. So you saw Drew Eubanks.
So Zion
gets there.
will get to the lane. He will get it.
He has just reached 2,000 points in his.
So congratulations, Zion, for reaching 2,000 points in his career. So 2,000 points for Zion, 36-31. It's your score. So historic night for Zion Williamson. And that shot is going to be no good. Going back forward to the Pelicans. Here, Lonzo for 3. Knocks it down! 36-34.
That's a good screen. I like this in transition. And again, Lonzo hasn't been shooting the ball well lately, but there's no hesitation right there.
I mean, that he's getting. I mean, sure, that is true. He's not shooting the ball consistently, but that's a start right there for Alonzo Ball. So I'm glad to see it. So 36-34 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. So let's go ahead and give you the second quarter stats. So I'll pull these second quarter stats from game. Okay, second quarter stats. I'm going to pull them up. Okay, Pels right now, 8 of 4 of 8, 50%. San Antonio 2 of 7, 28%. 2-point shooting, Pels are at 50, 2 of 4. San Antonio 1 of 3. 3-point shots, Pels 2 of 4, 50%. Spurs 1 of 4, 25%. So that's 25%. So it's 36-34. Spurs lead by 2 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll return to game coverage in just a second. There it is, 36-34. So once again, Valley Sports is in a commercial break right now. We're waiting for the feed to return. On that note, let's give you an NHL scoreboard update. NHL scoreboard updates. Washington on top 4-3 at the end of the second period. Also in the second period, Florida down 2-1. Also Detroit on top 1-0. Also in the second period, it is Toronto on top 3-1 against Winnipeg. Also Calgary on top 3-1. Pittsburgh wins 4-2. St. Louis wins 5-3. And the other games tonight, Minnesota, San Jose, Vegas, and Anaheim will play later. Vancouver and Ottawa will play at 9 p.m. And also Los Angeles and Arizona will play as well at 9 p.m. against the LA Kings. So this is through 79 games right here. So through the first 79 games, Zion's got 2,000.
Perspective on how good it is already.
2,000 points. And the ball will be taken away by the that's gonna be Kyra Lewis. They'll pass it to Zion. And that's gonna be a foul.
Papa's one of the best in the league, one of the best in history at ATOs, which is after timeouts, during plays.
And Keldon Johnson upset. He thought he was cooked. The chicken wing came out. Instead, Zion going to the free throw line.
So free throw is coming up
So an opportunity to tie things up.
with Zion.
Just a couple of minutes ago by 7. Early in the game, they were down by 9.
Free throw is up,
Zion.
and it is no good.
2 stays at 9. Another couple of boards. Your chance to guarantee a seat at the Smoothie King Center to watch Zion and Brandon and the entire young squad. So join us.
Shot is good.
And you can elevate your game with early bird prices.
36-35.
And use the extended payment plan.
Spurs on top by 1. Go back to a 1-point game. Let's see if they can get a shot off. DeMar DeRozan. They'll pass it. So Derek White for 3 knocks it down. So 39-35. So 6-0 run, and that shot is no good, but it's a foul coming in.
It's almost like they're telling Keldon Johnson, you have it. And it's tough to do. And when you have a guy that's this good, that's this explosive, look at the amount of space that Zion has. This is different for him. We're not accustomed to calling games where Zion has this amount of space to operate.
Usually there's a wall.
Right.
Not one side of the floor cleared out.
Free throw is good. Makes it 39-36. Back to a 3-point game.
It's their first round pick. 19th overall last year. He started the last game for them. Doesn't play a ton of minutes, even though he started last game. He only played about 15 minutes in the contest. He is a development project, to say the least, for the San Antonio.
Second free throw is no good. So still a 3-point game for San Antonio. 7:04 remaining. And it's going to be taken away by the Pels.
Because he was beat on on the spin, but he got his hand in there just enough to lock it loose from the.
So it's going to be a foul on DeMar DeRozan. So it's a lost ball turnover. Eric Bledsoe takes it.
In the backcourt, Najee Marshall-Brand back into the game with Eric Bledsoe and Billy Hernandez-Gomez. Zion sits down inside.
So Zion will sit down inside of 7 minutes. Let's hit the Najee, and that's going to be a foul.
And Drew Eubanks took the worst of that.
That's going to be
He's holding his jaw. So he's got the foul.
that's a foul on Drew Eubanks.
And they started with Kyra heading downhill and then kicking it. And again, Najee not bailing them out, but then attacking again.
Boy, that was an off arm into the chops.
Yep.
Look at this. That hurts from here. So Najee going to the free throw line.
Free throw is
and he protected it
no good.
On the tape.
You have a second attempt.
Also right now, 5 of 10 at the free throw line. Spurs 2 of 3. And now the Pels with 6:49 to play in the half. They shoot the rest of the half.
And the free throws is no good. So both free throws not converted. Still 39-36. Back to a 3-point game. And that shot is good. So it's going to be a travel. No basket. Count basket did not count. So still 39-36. So it's a travel on San Antonio.
I don't know why guys still think that if you attempt a shot that you can catch it.
So that's Ingram. Ingram will try to pass it. Going to Ingram again. Kyra Lewis. And he's got to get that basket. He's got to make that basket. That's important. That's an important basket. 39-36.
This is one of those games right here where it's like we're going back and forth. We get over that hump. We get an opportunity to get over the hump. We get to the foul line, split the free throws, go 0 for 2, miss layups. You said it. The San Antonio Spurs, they're a slow delivery team. You want to make this team play catch up. But to make them play catch up, you have to capitalize on your opportunities when you have them.
Yes. Definitely. And we have to capitalize. What Antonio Davis is saying is true. And that's going to go back over to San Antonio. I mean, look, we keep turning over the ball. I mean, that's the problem with this team. We keep turning over the ball. We give the ball back to them. They get opportunities. And that three is good. Makes it 42-36 San Antonio on top. So Vassell makes the basket. And basket is good. So that's going to be Kyra Lewis. Makes it 42-38. Kyra Lewis gets the basket, 42-38. They'll pass it. And they'll see if they can get the that's going to be a nice little jump shot. Jacob Patel getting on the basket. So that's going to be Willie Herman Gomez. Yep, it's going to be against Willie Herman Gomez. It's going to be a foul on him. San Antonio will get the ball, 44-38.
10 turnovers against a team that averages 11.5 turnovers a game.
10 turnovers. How the hell we live with ourselves getting 10 turnovers? Look, we're not a good passing team. I hate to say it. We just absolutely suck in that area. And the shot is no good. So the ball's still going back to the Pels. Let's see if the Pels. So it's going to be free throws coming in. So Bledsoe, So Bledsoe's going to have, like I said, and then the points off the turnovers is really the issues again. With those 10 turnovers. So we'll see. We'll give you the numbers on them. The free throws coming up for Eric Bledsoe. Bonus for the Pels. Last 4 minutes and 39 seconds. 44-41. One 3-point advantage for the Spurs. And the Murray gets the basket. So nice little 3-point shot by Murray. 47-41. So this is going to be a foul. So
it's 2 free throws for Steven Adams.
So it's not an offensive foul. 2 free throws.
Here in the second quarter. There's your hole on Vassell. So they're picking up the fouls fast and furious.
Yeah, it's been a parade to the foul line in the second quarter. You just got to take advantage of it and remain aggressive offensively.
So Steven Adams will go to the line for his free throw is no good. He misses the first. Zion coming back in. Lonzo Ball coming back in as well. Kyra Lewis going to the bench.
The game we'll all be watching tomorrow night, though, is Sacramento at Golden State, San Francisco. And you heard about De'Aaron Fox. Right. So he's missing.
The second time this quarter.
So 47-41. Like I said, look, the free throws, we're missing free throws. Murray misses on the 3. Ball goes back to the Pels. Still 47-41. Bledsoe. And the ball goes back. And that's going to be not a turnover. Not a turnover.
So something has to change. Either Steven
Not a turnover.
and prepare himself to catch and finish, or as a guard, you have to know that and just shoot the basketball and give him an opportunity to offensive rebound.
Well, that's the reason that the Pels are second in the league in second chance points. It'll be DeRozan will count now. Not on the floor. He won a continuation. He showed the ball like Harden's done for right. And he's complaining. They get him hour about it. Because he didn't put it back down, did he? And now it's Tyler Ford. And they're going to give one free throw and the bucket.
So
yeah, it's a free throw in the bucket.
Well, Tyler Ford came over in a conference. I'm not going there. So here's the counting the basket. He puts it up, and you know what? He didn't put it back.
I agree. I'm not saying it's not an air one, because I think that definitely is an air one. But I just didn't know that once call was made that you can talk an official into what you want called. I'm not saying it's not an air one.
It worked, didn't it?
But I think this is the most confusing play to me in today's NBA.
Continuation.
Yeah.
What counts and what doesn't count?
We talked about continuation.
Right.
So free throw by DeMar DeRozan. Free throw is rolls in. So it's going to be 50-41. Spurs on top. Let's see if they can try to Pels can
That's it.
You can hear pop from here.
Right.
He just said keep your hands out.
Right. That was blatant. It's a good, easy call for the
shooting foul by Sombridge.
But you know what's tough?
So 50-41, Spurs lead. That free throw is no good. Still 50-41.
Eric Bledsoe.
Makes the second attempt. So it's 50-42. Spurs on top. 3:24 remaining here in the second. So let's see if they can try to. DeMar DeRozan will try to go into the lane. He'll pass it to Murray, and that shot is good. So 52-42. Spurs lead 52-42. Zion. So Lonzo Ball knocks it down. Left corner 3. 52-45. Spurs lead 52-45. So let's see if they can try to and so it will the Pels will have the ball.
Again, Eric Bledsoe is that's good hands by Lonzo knocking it off. Eric Bledsoe's been doing a really good job.
So good defensive play by Eric Bledsoe in this quarter. Still 52-45. Zion Williamson will go to the lane and he will get it. 52-47. Spurs lead. So back to a 5-point game. Let's see if they can try to. Nope, it's a miss. Pelicans get the ball back. Still 52-47. No good by Bledsoe. Ball goes back to the Spurs. Still and shot is DeJounte Murray misses. That's a miss by DeJounte Murray. Ball goes back over to Zion will pass it to Lonzo Ball. And left corner shot is no good this time. Going back to the San Antonio Spurs. So it's still a 5-point game. And Asamic gets the basket. So it's 54-47. Just a foul coming in. Alonzo Ball gets the shooting foul. So it's Alonzo Ball goes with the foul.
Overall, it seems like everybody they take is 29th overall because they've had that success.
Tucker Sandwich, and that shot is going to be good. So 55-47. Spurs on top. So let's see if the Pels can kind of counter and cut the lead. And a free throw by Zion. 55-49, so nice little basket by Zion Williamson here in the second. So Zion will get the free throw, so if converts it, he'll cut the lead down to 5. And does. The lead's down to 5. 55-50. Minute 22 remaining here in the second quarter. So 5-point game for the Spurs. So 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio. That's going to be
that is hard to guard. He's big guard to begin with. Yeah, but just the exposing of the basketball like he does. You can see on this spin move, he puts the ball out.
That's going to be Bledsoe getting a shooting. It's going to be Bledsoe getting the foul. So free throws coming up for DeRozan. That free throw is good. 56-60. Back to a 6-point advantage. 56-60. 50. Second free throw is good. So it's a 7-point game for the Spurs. 57-50. So see if the Pels can kind of get a basket here. They have to counter. So let's see if they can try to get it. And basket is good. So the Pels cut the lead 57-52. Steven Adams gets the basket 57-52. So the lead's cut down. And the lead once again increases to 59-52 for San Antonio. So let's see Zion Williamson. Let's see if they can try it. Could be a foul coming in.
So coming to the side, that is their first foul. Is it? No. DeMar got hit. So it's going to be free throws coming up for Jakob Perlin. He's no guarantee of the stripe either.
Perlin. I'm saying his name. So that's the guy that was so it's going to be a free throw for Jakob Perlin. Free throw is good. So it's 60-52. So Jakob Perlin gets the first. And the second free throw is good. So it makes it 61-52. The Pel's going to have to get this basket here. It's going to be a foul.
So it goes the other way on the charge. And they're going to slow it down. You know why? They're not going 2 for 1. Only 5.4.
So 5.4 seconds remaining.
He's going to challenge this one. See if he's going to challenge this one. Because I don't think Perlin was square. I don't think he was square. He took a run to the contact.
Right.
He took a run to the contact, and it was definitely a collision. But if you look at this, he does not take this one square. New Orleans is challenging the call to play.
So Pelicans challenging. So well, once again, the score is 61-52. We'll come back and they'll give you the call. So once again, your score is 61-52 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So right now, San Antonio, let's give you the shooting numbers on them. I'll hit that button. Okay, 52 for San Antonio and 52 for the Pelicans, so 52%. So we'll get back to game coverage. Coaches Challenge coming in. So let's see what the Coaches Challenge is going to be. So let's see. Looks like.
It's not square. I don't know how you can. I don't know. I'm wrong every time on these. But I'm going to say it again. It's different.
That wasn't. I mean, that wasn't a charge. I think. I mean, if it was, then yeah, I'll accept it. That's what they're trying to say. If he's squaring or something like that.
Well, so an early challenge, and a lot of coaches don't want to challenge this early in the game. That could go down to the wire. So this is also a gamble with 29.4 left in the half. Don't blank stand. He's trying to maintain a new possession. It is going to be a block.
Right.
It is probably going to be a challenge. It's probably going to be a charge against Zion Williamson.
But if you look at this, if you slow this down, which they have the capability to do with the amount of technology, he is not square in front of Zion. You can't take a charge to turn sideways.
So it's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Zion. It pays off.
Yeah.
Now, you got to capitalize the strike. In the first quarter, they're playing without.
I mean, he can't, like I said, if he squared up, yeah, I could say different. But it was overturned, so the timeouts are maintained. Let's see what he had to say. So that's a blocking foul against Jakob Perlin with San Antonio. It wasn't a charge, so I knew it wasn't a charge. He was trying to square. If he was squared up, yeah, then I could say yes, offensive charge against Zion, but it's not. So the call was correct. Pelicans maintain their timeout. Free throw by Zion is no good. Still 61-52 is your score here with 29 seconds remaining. Here the second.
Everybody that is organized to put together the Zurich Classic of New Orleans, it has been magnificent. Obviously, Mother Nature helped out. Yes.
Yep.
Going to be picked up by San Antonio. 2 more misses to the free throw line.
So the free throws, I'm going to tell you, it's been just absolutely just abysmal tonight. We'll give you the free throw counts. Let's see if San Antonio will get the basket. They won't get the basket, going back to the Pels. And that was a bad pass by the Pels. Going back to San Antonio, and that shot is no good. So once again, end up 2. The score is 61-52. We are at halftime, so we are going to mute the TV. So we're going to mute the TV for a little bit. So halftime, 61-52 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. Thanks for joining us. Let's give you the second quarter stats. We're going to go ahead and go over to the NBA box score. I'm going to switch this over to the NBA box score, and we'll give you the second quarter numbers. I'm trying to see if we got them. They got them in. Let's see if they have them. I have to check the game book, see if they have them. So it looks like they don't. So we will. The box score. So we're going to have to give you the second quarter stats via flash score. So we will do that. So let's give you those flash score stats. I'm going to go ahead and give you those flash score numbers in just a second. Okay, 61-52 Pels trail. Second quarter Pels did shoot 50%, 10 of 20. San Antonio 47%. 2-point shooting, the Pels were at 53%, 7 of 13. San Antonio 6 of 12, 50%. 3-point shooting, the Pels 3 of 7, 42%. San Antonio 4 of 9 on threes, just 44% in the game. So free throw shooting, Pels shooting 35%. That's in the first half. So San Antonio 100%. So that's something we have to stop doing. We have to get to the line. We have to be aggressive on the free throw line when it comes down to it. So we are at halftime. So at halftime, San Antonio leads 61-52 at halftime. So we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll give you the points of the paint. So we'll give you the points in the paint. We'll also give you the bench points as well. So let's go ahead and give you the points in the paint. Okay, points in the paint for Pels. Pels down 28-26 in the points in the paint category. Also, Pels lead 14-6 on fast break points. That's in the game. So, but San Antonio leads 28-26 in points in the paint coverage. So 61-52 at halftime here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. So let's give you the bench points tonight. So we'll give you those bench points. Okay, the bench points in tonight's game, we'll go ahead and give you those. Bench points, San Antonio leads 17-9. So 17-9. Points off of turnovers, San Antonio got 16. Pels got 12 off of those 10 turnovers. So 12 points off of the 10 turnovers for the Pelicans. And The 16 points came off of the 12 Pelicans turnovers tonight. So that's once again, unfortunately, that's just plaguing this team tonight. So once again, your score is 61-52 at halftime. We'll have the second half for you in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and give you the game scores. Let's go ahead and give you the game scores from tonight, the games going on tonight in the association. Indiana and Detroit tied up at 96. That's in the fourth quarter. Miami on top 61-41. That's at halftime. Also, LA on top 32-28. That's the Lakers. Lakers leading in the second quarter. Also, it is Utah on top 7-5. That's in the first quarter. Also, Rockets and Nuggets will begin at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. Also, the Knicks earlier today win 120-103. The Milwaukee Bucks winning 132 to 94. Giannis had 24 points, 14 rebounds. He also had 7 assists. Dwight Howard 12 points, 12 rebounds in the game today. So that is once again your scores for tonight. Now it's 99-97. Pistons on top, so 99-97. 5:20 remaining in the game. So we'll update them all night. So once again, your score is 61-52 at halftime. 61-52 at halftime. Pelicans trail at halftime. We will have the second half game in just a few minutes here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming in. If you're watching us from the three networks, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, you can once again chime in about tonight's game via the chat rooms. And also you can video chat via StreamYard as well. We will let you come in for the to the studio, and you can talk Pelicans basketball or whatever game you're interested in. That's very that's optional. So let's give you some Major League Baseball scores. I'm going to give you a Major League Baseball update here on a Saturday night. It is bottom of the eighth. The Yankees on top 2-1. Also top of the ninth, Tampa Bay on top 5-3. Also top of the fourth, Oakland on top 7-1. The White Sox in the top of the seventh is up 1-0. Also, the Phillies on top 4-1. The Miami Marlins and San Francisco Giants scoreless in the going to the second. Also, in the top of the first, it is San Diego and Los Angeles Dodgers. Once again, San Diego on top 1-0. That game is going on as we speak. So that's in the 8 o'clock hour. So once again, the score is 61-52 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll have the game in just a few minutes. So if you want to once again come in and comment, please come in and comment. Let's see who's in the comment section. We're looking, and we'll see who's coming in. Not that many. Thanks for coming in. Whoever's watching us, we appreciate you watching us tonight. We will be back on in just a few moments with game coverage. Now the third quarter. I'm going to tell you, the third quarter is going to be very important. We have to get some baskets in this third quarter because if we don't capitalize on their mistakes when they make them, we will fall behind and we'll have to play from behind. See, San Antonio, look, you got to you got to make sure they make a mistake so they can play from behind. So that's something that they're going to be doing for the Pelicans, making the Pelicans play from behind. So your score is 61-52 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Good, excellent night in the city. So if you at the Pelicans game, you have once again, if you're at the Pelicans game, let us know. If you have access to the internet, you can come on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. If you're at the game tonight, you can come in, give us your take on it. So that's important. So 61-52 at halftime. We will have the second half in just a few moments. Oh. Sorry, I can't. We got none on go. Okay, Denver, Detroit on top 77-69. Miami on top 63-43. That's in beginning of the third quarter. So they already up 63-43. And the LA Lakers on top 34-30. That's in the second quarter. Also Utah on top 20-10. That's also in the first quarter. So we'll return to the game broadcast. 61-52 is the score at halftime. Turn my mics off. Okay, we're back. 61-52 is the score. We'll return to the Pelicans coverage on Valley Sports.
In conversation, Coach, the Pelicans are doing a great job drawing fouls, but not so much on capitalizing once they get to the stripe. Is that a mental lapse, a focus thing? How can you start making these free throw shots?
Well, we're going to have to just step up to the line and make them. Our aggression at the offensive end has been very good. We're driving the ball. We're getting to the rim. I have a lot of confidence in the second half. We're going to step up and make them.
Sounds like a plan. That would be a big difference. Lonzo Ball has certainly been on tonight. Zion's the Pels' leading scorer.
Yeah, I mean, look, free throws, like I said, has been absolutely, in the second quarter, been absolutely dismal. Just 35%. So we get the ball to start the second half. So Zion will pass it to Ingram. Ingram will not make it. So that's, once again, that's another missed shot. Still 60. Get this off the screen. Game is back on. Back in.
Coach, we appreciate your time.
So 61-52. And the three is no good by San Antonio. Offensive rebound by San Antonio. Let's see if they can. And shot is no good. Going back over to the Pels. Ingram. And goes to the line. He will get the basket. So BI will get the basket. So 61-54 Spurs lead. So free throws coming up with BI, and that free throw is good. Makes it 61-55. So the lead is cut 61-55. So 6-point lead. Let's see if the Pels can get a stop on defense, and that is going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be Brandon Ingram getting the foul. So Brandon Ingram shooting foul.
Now he's at the strike. Man, not front, not square.
Right. Yeah, just got the same exact call on the other end.
First round pick San Antonio, now in his fourth year, the 26er.
Free throw is up and good. Makes it 62-55. Spurs. Second free throw coming up for White. And it is good. So the lead is 63-55. San Antonio. So 2 free throws converted by San Antonio. 63-55. Zion Williamson will pass it to Bledsoe over to Ingram. And Zion DI will get the basket again. 63-57. 63-57. And Keldon Johnson will go to the free throw line. So Keldon Johnson goes to the free throw line for the San Antonio Spurs.
Again, it's aggressive. You see, Pirtle doesn't really come out. Now he knows I just have to raise up over top of Derek White. I like the step up screen right here. Puts B.I. right in his comfort zone.
So 64-57. Spurs, the first free throw is good. Keldon Johnson converts the first. We'll have a second free throw. Second free throw by Keldon Johnson is not good. So still 64-57. Pels lead here. 10-26 from 5 remaining here in the third quarter. Ball goes back to San Antonio will have the ball. Let's see if they can get basket and towards the paint is good. So it's 66-57 Spurs lead. And let's see if they can pass it. That's going to be Bledsoe. So it looks like Alonzo Ball will try to, and that ball's going to be taken away by the Spurs. Easy basket by San Antonio, makes it 68-57. So 68-57. And let's see, Adams will pass it the ball. Ball goes over to Marshall, and that is no good. A miss. So Zion will get the easy basket. Makes it 68-59. DeJounte Murray, they'll pass it. So let's see who gets it. DeMar DeRozan will pass it back down to, and shot is no good. Going back over to the Pels. And let's see if ball will go to the lane, and he won't complete the basket. And it's going to be a foul.
He's always in the painted teams, isn't
he? He knows what he does well.
Still 68-59 Spurs lead.
They bring this guy along the baseline right here. That's the way they always play. So anytime Zion catches that ball, he has to understand that the help is going
the free throws coming up. And that's DeMar DeRozan knocks it down, makes it 69-59.
San Antonio is now 12 of 14 at the free throw line. Pels 9 of 20.
So second free throw by DeMar DeRozan. It is good. Makes it 70-59. Spurs on top here in the third quarter. Let's see if they can Brandon Ingram. And that's going to go back to San Antonio.
I don't even know if you'd want to joke around like DeJounte Murray just did. And give the impression to the officials you touched it.
So 70-59 to score. On Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's see if they can try to. And that shot is no good. Missed shot by San Antonio, going back to the. It's going to be a charge. So that's going to be a charge against the Pelicans. A charge against
stood out against the Orlando Magic, and we talked about it numerous times. Was a 34 assist, and how the ball moved from side to side. No one held it. No one.
Score 70-59.
The ball just moved.
3-point shot is no good. Going back over to the Pels. Brandon Ingram will pass it to Alonzo Ball. Got it down! 3-point shot.
I tell you what, I like his aggressiveness. I love how aggressive he is. Now, if you can get all three out.
Okay, 70-62. Here, commercial break, 70-62. So nice little three by Alonzo Ball. Like what I saw, Alonzo Ball knocking that three down. Let's give you the third quarter stats. Okay, third quarter stats on the screen. San Antonio shooting 28%, Pelicans 50%, 2-point shooting 60% for the Pels and 40%. So right now it's 40%. Now 3-point shooting, San Antonio 0 for 2, Pelicans 1 for 3. So they had their first 3-point shot. That was Alonzo Ball knocking down a 3 before the break. So 70-62 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We will get back. Once again, your score is 70-62. So we'll pull that in, 70-62. Okay, games going on in the association tonight. Indiana on top 113-109. Miami on top 70-54. Also, LA on top 48-36. That's in the second quarter. That's on ABC. Also, Utah on top 39-23. That's in the first quarter. So that game is going on. We'll return to Pelicans basketball 70-62 after the Lonzo Ball 3. So we'll return. So 70-62. Okay, quick update. Miami on top 71-54. That's in the third quarter. Lakers on top 51-37. That's also in the second quarter as well. 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter for Utah 39-26. Back to game coverage.
Go to pelicans.com. You can read about it there or during the regular business week. 504 5250 504, and you can use 593 4973. How about that? 504 593 4973. I like those jerseys. Now, Greg Popovich, he is close to passing. Well, Lenny Wilkins first, then Don Nelson. We'll have to wait till next year, but hey, for my money, he's the best coach we've ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah, he's bar none. Best coach in the NBA. Derek White for a 3, no good. Missed by San Antonio. Going back to the Pels. Let's see if the Pels can capitalize on the missed 3 by San Antonio. And there'll be free throws coming up for the Pelicans.
Watch Derek White jump on Zion's high side and not let him go middle and expect, because he knows that the baseline is coming from that way.
Right.
See, that's a classic San Antonio Spurs defense right there.
Came late, didn't it?
Right, and that's the thing. The defense was just late getting there.
What was it like playing for Pop? You want to ring with him?
Yeah, loved him. Loved him. But remember, the Greg Popovich that I played for is not the Greg Popovich that we're looking at today.
Free throw is good. No good.
Right. Now he's playing. We talked about a lot of 4-guard sets.
Right, but then remember, this is the Pop back in 1998-99 before he had won an actual NBA championship. This Pop that we're looking at is one of the greatest coaches of all time. That Pop was a game away from being fired at one point in Houston.
Hell, in January of the 18-19 season, Pop became the league's all-time winningest coach.
Yeah.
Right here in New Orleans. We witnessed history.
Yeah.
And, people will have their talks about what makes a guy the best coach in the league, Red Auerbach or Phil Jackson, whatever it may be. To me, it's Greg Popovich. He's the best coach.
I mean, yeah, I think bar none, Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches. I mean, I would not get into those. I mean, there's no argument about that. There is no argument. You can do that until you're blue in the face, but it goes to show you his resume. What Greg Popovich has proved to the for San Antonio. So it's going to belong to the Spurs.
Most coaches can coach one particular style. What Pop has done is he can coach a style, but then he gets someone else into his system, and then he can change and tweak his system to cater to the skill set of his players.
Think about when he started. He had David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
Right.
And he's moving away.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, he's got a pretty good system when it comes down to it. Greg Popovich. So let's see. Shot by DeRozan is good. So it's 74-63. Spurs on top. 6 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the third. Bledsoe. Lonzo Ball for shot is good. Lonzo Ball knocks it down. 74-63, so it's a 3-point shot. So 74-66. DeMar DeRozan,
DeRozan, he had to rush it.
and it is no good. San Antonio gets the offensive rebound. 3-point shot from the left corner, no good. And ball goes back to the Pels. Pels still trailing 74-66, 5:32 remaining.
This is one of those games where, like, you just
And the
has not been in this building since the Pelicans were up 6-2, because of possessions like this. Right now, it's a 1-on-4. Just pull it back out and execute offensively. You have to be disciplined against a team like the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can't feel like whenever I get the basketball, I have to make something happen. You have to beat this.
Wes Iwundu comes in for the Pelicans. You have to be more disciplined. I hate to say it, but and then turning over the basketball against San Antonio, that's something you cannot. You'll pay the price on.
Up against Wes Iwundu. So he's going to go to the rack.
And he will go to line. So that's going to be a foul on Wes Iwundu. Coming in, Eubanks will get 2 free throws.
But if you see when he catches his basketball, look how patient he is. He takes his time, looks for the pass. There's nothing there. He didn't move his pivot foot, and then took advantage of his size.
So he scores 66, 74, 6. So that was a good, like I said, I'm going to tell you. So free throws coming up. So Eubanks misses the second free throw attempt. So it's still 75-66, San Antonio on top. So let's see if Pels can capitalize with a basket. And the ball is loose. And that ball goes back over to the San Antonio Spurs.
Shot clock, because Murray never possessed it. So you got a short shot clock to pay attention to in a 9-point lead. It's exactly what it was at the half, a 9-point game.
But this is also one of the things we constantly talk about. So you have a full shot clock, so you have an
opportunity. So 75-66 to score. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I'll be honest with you right now, the shooting. The Pels, let's see if the Pels can. And Brandon Ingram will get to the glass and makes it 75-68. So 75-68 to score, 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Let's see if Pels can get a defensive stop, and looks like they did. Defensive stop by the Pels, going back over to the Pels. So Steven Adams will pass it to Brandon Ingram. Mid-range shot is good by Brandon Ingram. 75-70. 75-70 is the score. So that's a 5-point game. DeMar DeRozan will get 2 free throws.
And if you,
unfortunately,
DeMar DeRozan, you have to understand, if you're not guarding him right there with Najee Marshall, you see Wes Iwundu right here, you got to go help. You got to go help. That guy, DeMar DeRozan, is too good. He leads them in points and assists. You can't give him that amount of space to go to work on Najee Marshall.
DeRozan is 16th in the league in free throw percentage. And tonight, he is 6 of 6 with a strike, up to 18 points for the bank. Devin Vassell, the 11th overall pick in the most recent draft, checks in.
So he scores 76-70. So DeRozan knocks down the first. He will knock down the second. Makes it 77-70. Back to a 7-point game for the San Antonio Spurs. And Brandon Ingram on a switch.
Brandon's got a good look.
Mid-range shot is good by Brandon Ingram. 77-72.
And he's at 17 points. He's got 11 of his 17 here in the third. DeRozan again. Get to the rim.
DeRozan, no good. Offensive rebound by San Antonio. Let's see if San Antonio can get a basket on the second chance.
Good deal by Najee Marshall.
Goes back over to San Antonio.
Stay patient. DeMar DeRozan's really good at pump faking, getting you off your feet, and then drawing contact.
Together with second team All-NBA just a couple of years ago. So a solid job by Najee. Now can you get this stop? Time running out.
So let's see if they can get a basket here, and that's going to be a foul coming in.
That was not a bad Euro for a big
77-72. Spurs lead.
Thank you.
Like I don't, if he shoots that, more power to him. You don't run.
So your aggression got the best of you.
Right. You don't run Eubanks off the line and put your defense and compromise the defense that's behind you right there. He knocks down the 17-footer, more power to him.
Flat free throw. Eubanks.
Free throw is
One of the only guys really struggling now. 3 of 6. He's got 3 of the 4.
still 77-72.
Almost even for the game.
So missed free throw by Eubanks. Missed the first.
Message.
For the Spurs. Boxes to the locker room at the break. And Blood, Will 70, long-time trader for San Antonio Spurs. Taking care of Drew Eubanks. So the Pels in really good shape where you can say this game was.
And we've said this numerous times.
They was in absolute good shape in the first quarter, but to be honest with you, San Antonio went on those spurts.
As far as assists are concerned, you haven't played your best basketball.
That's the thing about it. You have to be relentless when it comes down to it.
There's come a point where we can't keep saying this, where you're going to actually start to understand the magnitude of the game, concentrate, and get over this hump.
It gives the staff, Stan Van Gundy, an opportunity to make a play call, an extra timeout. As they met Drew Eubanks, he's got another free throw coming. So now we are ready to put it back into play, I would suspect. Yes, 3:20 left in the
So 3:20 remaining here. The
Pels who are trailing
third quarter, your score is 77-72. Free throws by Eubanks. He missed the first one. You'll have a second attempt.
Right, 6 points
Of a free throw attempt.
He has 11 points in his third quarter. First 3 attempts of the third quarter were from PI, and all good attempts as well.
He's got the last half dozen for the Pels. So Ingram up to 17. Zion's got 19.
Free throw is good. So 78-72.
6-point lead. They got it down to 5 a couple of times here in the second half. Brandon Ingram letting go.
Brandon Ingram.
Got Adams inside against Patty Mills. Eubanks gets back into it. And Brandon on the reverse. It's Steven.
And the basket is good.
There you go. Just attack the
So
rim.
78-74.
An aggressive
Back to a
PI
4-point game.
is great because it frees everybody else up.
Second chance points.
So let's see if they can try to
Space.
And he shares it.
dump it off. So they will dump it off.
Pels aren't complaining.
He's coming back to it.
And DeMar DeRozan,
He's going to Eubanks.
Eubanks
He's going to the line again.
will try get to the line. He will go to the line.
So you play good D.
2:38 remaining. Still 78-74.
Then what you would like to see, and I know it's easier said than done, is when DeMar DeRozan gives that basketball up, you don't allow him the opportunity to get that ball back and make a play.
So 78-74 is the score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be honest with you. Look, 4-point game right now. Pels have to continue to just absolutely just get some stops and try to cut the lead. That's one thing we have to do. I mean, we're doing a pretty good job of it, cutting the lead down to 4, 78-74. Let's give you the third quarter stats. So we'll and then we'll return to the game coverage. So we'll use flash score. Okay, third quarter stats right now. It is Pelicans 9 of 15, 60%. They're also 7 of 11 on 2-point shots. San Antonio 4 of 9. 3-point shooting right now. San Antonio 0 for 5, so that they're not getting their shots down. Pelicans 2 for 4, 50%. So that's in the third quarter. So it is 78-74. San Antonio on top. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you the points in the paint. And I'll go ahead and give you those points to paints. Let me get those get the points to paint up on my screen. Okay. Once again, points to paint. San Antonio leads 36-32. Fast break points, Pelicans lead 17-8. Bench points, San Antonio leads 19-9. So 19-9 points off of turnovers. San Antonio got 21. Pelicans got 17 turnovers, 21 points off of those turnovers. Pelicans got 16 off of those 12 turnovers by the San Antonio Spurs. So it's a complete difference. When it comes down to it, it is 78-74. Your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we get back to coverage.
Right now, you are 2 passes away. So it's one pass, and 2 passes away. You have to get on his high side and not allow him an opportunity to catch that basketball. You know why? Because he's really good at this right here. So if you have an opportunity to deny DeMar,
yeah, what is showing, yes, he will get to the line. Eubanks, he definitely will get to the line when it comes down to it. So 78-74. Kells lead. They missed the first. He will have a second attempt. Eubanks will knock it down. Makes it 79-74. So he makes the first free throw. So that was the first free throw, 79-74. The second free throw is good. So it is 80-74. So they gave him a do-over. 80-74. So let's see if they can try to get something. Zion going to Kyra. And Marshall gets the 3. Najee Marshall getting the 3. So it's 80-77. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third. And let's see if they can try to. So that's going to be a foul coming in. So Najee Marshall knocks down the 3.
who's the foul?
It looks like they give it to Najee.
So it's going to be Najee Marshall getting the foul. So it is going to be Najee Marshall. So Najee Marshall will get the foul. Free throw by DeMar DeRozan is up and good. Makes it 81-77.
There was a 10 free throw difference at the half.
Second free throw for DeMar DeRozan is good. So it's 82-77. So 82-77. Here, once again, thanks. Looks like we got 3 viewers. Let's see if they, Zion will pass it to Kyra Lewis. Kyra Lewis will try to get to the cup. And Jackson Hayes will try to get it. And he is rejected. So going back to the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see if they can get a shot off here. And they'll pass it. So good defensive play by the Pelicans. So on 3-point defense. So it's going to be a block.
Couldn't finish the play. The San Antonio Spurs are 0 for 6 from beyond the arc here in the third.
It was a block coming in. So that's going to be some free throws coming up.
Came up a little bit short. That's a shot he's going to make 9 out of 10 times. Here's your one miss.
So DeMar DeRozan will be charged with the foul. Najee Marshall will go to the line, and the first one is up and good. Makes it 82-78. Minute 23 remaining in the third.
They took DeMar DeRozan out the game, who's sitting on 21-8-5.
So that's what you got to do. You got to get those baskets down when it comes down to it, those free throws in the clutch. The second, and I see that goes back to the Pels. The Pels will maintain possession. So San Antonio knocks out of bounds. Pelicans will have the ball here. Let's see if they can pass it. They'll pass it over to Najee Marshall. Jackson Hayes with the dunk. 82-80. So 82-80, 2-point game. Mid-range shot by San Antonio, no good. So let's see if they can try to slow them down on defense. And that shot is going to be, so it's going to be a free throw opportunity. So it's going to be Derek White getting the foul. So Jackson Hayes will go to the line. So it's an excellent dunk right there by Jackson Hayes.
Second unit. All of a sudden, the energy of the second unit. Kyra with Zion and Jackson Hayes and Najee.
So Jackson Hayes goes to the line to attempt 2 free throws. White is charged with the foul. He makes the first one, makes it 82-81. 47.7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Jackson Hayes' second free throw attempt rolls in. It is 82-82. So 82-82. So let's see if Pels can get a defensive stop here in this on this Spurs possession. Looks like they will attempt a three, knocks it down. So the lead is back to 3, 85-82 Spurs. So White knocks down the 3.
5-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Zion wants to go early.
Kyra.
And
taken away, Jackson Hayes. Back to Zion.
And he's going to the free throw line.
So free throws coming up for the Pels.
If you're Zion, you have to be extremely cognizant of where they are coming from. You know, when I interviewed him a little while back, T-Spoon told him, slow down and look. Look, take your time. You have time. You have to understand where they're helping from.
They got to come in. It's coming in pretty consistent.
So he has to know that in advance.
So Zion will go to the line, attempt this free throw. He will hit it, makes it 85-83. Back to a 2-point advantage for the Spurs. Second free throw by Zion is good. So both free throws converted. 85-84, 1-point game. So let's see if San Antonio will get the last shot here in the third quarter. Patty Mills misses. And that ends the third quarter. You score 85-84. Pels lead after 3. No, excuse me. Spurs lead after 3. Sorry about that. Spurs lead after 3, 85-84. We will once again we will mute. So 85-84 is the score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Once again, a good third quarter for the Pels. Pels winning the game 32-24. So that was in the third quarter. So let's give you the third quarter stats. If you're in here, come in. We appreciate you coming in. So we want to give you, we'll give you the third quarter stats. Let me get those stats up on the screen. Okay, third quarter stats are right on your screen. You'll see them. San Antonio shot 31%, 6 of 19. Pels 11 of 22. Now the 2-point shooting absolutely just 50%. Pels 8 of 16. San Antonio 4 of 11. That's only 36%. So they kind of only made 6% of their shots in the paint and mid-range stuff. Pelicans shot 3 of 5 in the third quarter, 60%. San Antonio 2 of 8, 25%. So this is a good number right here with 3-point shots, 25%. I'm glad to see that happening in the third quarter because that could have been a lot worse. It could have been maybe about 40 or 50%, but it's just under 30% 3-point shooting in the third quarter. Now we will give you the points to the paint and bench points, and we'll go ahead and give you those via NBA.com. So I'm going to give you those. Okay, the bench points. Pelicans still trail 21-17. Points to the paint 36-34. San Antonio leads. Fast break points. Pelicans lead 17-8, and that's in the game. Also, points off of turnover still 21-16 in favor of the San Antonio Spurs. So your score is 85-84 here in the in quarter number 4. So we're beginning the quarter. So let me switch my
Keldon Johnson, Patty Mills. As they get Hurdle and Patty Mills set the screen.
And that's the thing we talked about. San Antonio.
So 85-84 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Now it's 87-84. Let's see if they can. Shot is Zion. We'll get it. So the lead's cut to 1, 87-86.
1 point lead for the Spurs.
So 87-86. Here to start off the fourth quarter. 3-point shot is no good by San Antonio. And that's a miss. They will get an offensive rebound. So let's see if Pels can slow them down here on their possession. Second chance. Shot is no good. San Antonio, good. Ball goes back to San Antonio. Nope, Pelicans get it again. And Jackson almost had it. That's a foul on the floor. I'll be honest with you. Look, that was almost a great dunk by Jackson Hayes, but unfortunately, it is a foul on the floor. So it's Johnson getting the foul. That's not a shooting foul. And that is going to be no good. Let's see if they can get it. No good. Still 1-point game. Derek White will dump it out.
Good ball movement.
And
Johnson going to the free throw line.
Johnson will go to the line. So 87-86, you score 1-point game. Let's see who's in the comic section. We have 9 viewers. Let's check. How you doing? What's up? How you doing, Eli Gibson? Appreciate you coming in. Also, yeah, we definitely got to win in this game because if you don't, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. I mean, that's something you cannot. I cannot stress enough to everyone when it comes down to it. We have to get those wins. That's important. So it is very important that we get these wins tonight because, look, if you want to contend for the 10th seed, you have to win. Because you're 3 games behind. So, once again, 88-86. Let's see if they can try to knock one down. And Zion will go to the line. Shooting foul on San Antonio. So San Antonio full timeout. So they call the timeout.
Jackson Hayes constantly moving without the basketball is what freed this up for Zion as far as the three-point opportunity is concerned.
Okay, 88-88 your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate fan support coming in. Look, like I said, we definitely in a fight with this team, San Antonio. Look, they're going to bring their best because I'm gonna tell you, they're not going to give up. Coach Popovich ain't a good coach for nothing. So let's give you the fourth quarter stats. So we'll go ahead and give you those early fourth quarter stats. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for that support. Let's give you those stats. We're going to quarter number 4. Once again, 2 of 7 for the Pelicans, 2 of 7 on 2-point shots. So right now we have to start getting those shots down in the fourth quarter. That's only 2 out of 7 shots. I mean, we got to get them down. San Antonio's 0 for 3 in this game in the fourth quarter. So that's something right there. Also, they are shooting 49%. Pels and San Antonio is at 42. Now, 3-point shooting, Pels tonight, 7 of 15, 46%. San Antonio, 9 of 27, 33.5%, 33.3 when it comes down to it. Now, the 2-point shooting, they're right now, it's a once again, 2-point advantage, 50 to 48 when it comes down to 2-point shots. So 88-88 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for coming in for tonight's broadcast. We appreciate you coming in. We will have Stan Van Gundy's comments tonight after tonight's game. We're waiting for the game to return. Once again, we cannot show you the video because of copyright rules regarding the websites that we are using tonight. We cannot do that. That's not allowed. So we are doing game audio. You'll hear the game audio from Valley Sports, the Pelicans TV channel. Let me turn it up so you can hear the broadcast.
So as you brought it up, Jackson's activity.
So Zion Williamson will go to the line. He will miss. So he won't. The lead won't. So the ball. 10 minutes remaining. Shot clock. And that's going to be a turnover for San Antonio, going back to the Pels. So that helps the Pels right there. Here in this fourth quarter. Still 88-88. So Kyra Lewis will inbound the ball down court. So let's see if he will pass it. And he'll pass it over to Zion, over to Wes Awundu, over to Marshall. You got to get the shot. You got to get the shot off. Nope.
Ball stayed outside of the arc for a while, didn't it? 9.5 to play in a tie game.
That's something you look. When you have a shot clock violation like that, you got to go. You ain't gonna have time to dilly-dally around like they did. I mean, it's still 88-88. You have to go in those baskets. Najee for 3, no good. Missed 3. Going back to the San Antonio Spurs, still tied up at 88. Just under 8 minutes and Patty Mills. No good. No, it is good. 90 to 88. It is a delay game.
That's why you got to have those shoes that have the straps. You don't have time.
Yeah, I'd say have the straps on. I mean, those shoes that they have is gonna one of them might fall off or something like that. So that delays the game. That's going to be Kyra Lewis getting the ball back to Wessa Wundu. And back over to Ingram, back over to Kyra Lewis. And the shot is no good. Still 90-88. San Antonio leads. Dejounte Murray will go. So it's going to be out of bounds. So it's
Here comes Brandon. Hunt's going to get DeMar DeRozan back in the game. You know that now.
I mean, he's coming back. DeMar DeRozan is coming back in the game. So, Kyra Lewis and Zion Williams goes to the bench. So we have some lineup changes. But DeMar DeRozan back in the game for the San Antonio Spurs. So let's see if they can try to get something going here. And that three is no good. Defensive rebound by the Pels. Still a 2-point game.
Brandon Ingram off the bench.
Brandon Ingram, and that's gonna be a reach in. So it's a reach in by San Antonio.
It'll come into the side. And it's not complaining.
Well, I have to say, it's one of the first times I've seen a guy raise his hand and say he actually fouled. That's very rare.
Ball will go back to him. Pels trailing by 2. And good defense by the Spurs. Block shot.
Gets into the teeth of the defense.
And it is good. DeMar DeRozan gets an easy basket. So it's 92-88.
Like I said, there's been every possible opportunity to take this lead.
Yeah, they're going to come up with a plan.
The San Antonio Spurs, they're not going to give you many opportunities. When they present themselves, you have to take advantage of them.
Okay, 92-88. Yes, you have to take advantage of opportunities that San Antonio gives you. If you don't, then you won't have another opportunity. So 92-88 is your score here in the fourth quarter. 7:35 remaining in the game here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's give you the third fourth quarter stats. Appreciate you coming in. I also do the games as well. Jason's blog. I appreciate you asking that question. The question is yes. I am a Pelicans fan. Spurs, not bad. I got respect. Yes, they're definitely something. San Antonio is like a buzzsaw. When you playing against them, you gotta be very disciplined when it comes down to it, because Greg Popovich will put up a plan that's gonna prevent the Pelicans from getting shots off, and they're going to have their players contribute. So just like DeMar DeRozan. So once again, the score 92-88. So we'll give you the fourth quarter box. Okay, I'm giving you the fourth quarter box. So pull that down. Okay, right now the Pelicans are shooting a whopping 18.2%. That's something you cannot do against San Antonio. San Antonio's at 28. 2-point shooting right now. Both teams kind of just lackadaisical when it comes down to it. Pelicans 22. San Antonio 66. But San Antonio's got 2 out of 3. Shooting on the 2-point shots. Both teams not getting their shots down in the fourth quarter. Pelicans 0 for 2, San Antonio 0 for 4. So 92-88, we'll get back to game coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Official healthcare provider of the New Orleans Pelicans. By SeatGeek, let there be love.
Okay, once again, if you have any questions, comments, post your comments during the broadcast.
He was the difference in the win for San Antonio. And let's face it, he's well rested. He's only played 29.
I mean, that's one thing about this DeMar DeRozan. When he gets to that basket, he is very agile when it comes down to it.
He's been named All-NBA multiple times, a four-time
So 23 for DeMar DeRozan, 8 assists and 5 boards for him. 92-88 Pels trail. So Williamson ball and good pass by Brandon Ingram, and that shot is no good. So it's a missed shot. Once again, Pelicans are just not getting those shots down when needed. So it's going to be an easy basket for San Antonio. So they increase the lead to 94-88. So Keldon Johnson gets the basket. So Lonzo Ball will pass it to Zion. And Zion will get to the basket. Makes it 94-90. Back to a 4-point game. 6 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in the game. Let's see if the Pels can slow down the Spurs offense. And looks like they good break by the Pels. Going back to the so let's see if they can try to get something. And basket is good. Follow up by Brandon Ingram. Makes it 94-92. So the lead is cut to a 2-point advantage. So you got to keep chipping away. And good defensive play by the Pels. Not letting the Spurs get a basket. And he gets it. So Zion, 29 points tonight. Excellent. 94 all.
So typical. Like the previous two games between these two teams.
So you have to be careful. 94-94. If San Antonio will knock down threes, and looks like they don't. So that's a good break for the Pels. Still 94-94. Brandon Ingram will get the fall away. No good. Missed by Brandon Ingram. Going back over to the Spurs on the defensive rebound. Still 94-94. Taken away by the Pels. Lonzo Ball gets to the basket. Makes it 96-94.
Yes, active hands, active feet, playing with his body, staying disciplined defensively.
Murray and good defensive effort by the Pels once again to get another stop. So Ingram, Lonzo Ball, 3-point shot is good. Lonzo Ball, 99-94. Pels lead. So the Pels can keep getting stops like this last 4 minutes. They can hold this lead. I think they can win it. And a shot. Oh, they get a basket. So it cuts the lead back to 3. So that's something you have to not allow is baskets by San Antonio.
And I like this right here. You put your two best players in some sort of screening action.
So Zion trying to get to the lane. It does. Zion, it's 101-96. 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. So let's see if the Pels can slow them down. And they'll try. And a 3. Unfortunately, knocked it down. Cuts the lead back to 2. 101-99. That's why I say, be aware of those threes.
Zion on the attack this entire fourth quarter. Going strong.
Zion will pass it.
Picked up by Ingram. Ingram into the paint. Air ball.
So it's an air ball by Brandon Ingram. That should have been an easy basket. He just just hit it a little bit too behind, so he has to
He's going to the line, looking for the 3-point play and the lead.
Yep, ties the game. 101, 101. Zion gets the foul. I mean, I don't know why, like I said, it's just San Antonio.
He is going to rip through it. You see Zion reach, he's going to rip through it.
There's no question about the foul.
That's the reason why San Antonio got DeMar DeRozan, because he's a good player, because he played for the Toronto Raptors a couple of years ago. I mean, he can just absolutely rip through those defenses.
Derek White going under the screen, and Ingram going to the line.
So Ingram will go to the line, so it's a foul coming in on San Antonio. Let's see who's the foul on.
Brandon Ingram, he's 3 of 3 at the strike. He's by far the best free throw shooter of the Pels right now.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Bar none.
Because they don't want to leave Zion. They don't want to leave Zion. They're telling Kelvin Johnson, stay attached to Zion.
Free throw is good.
Okay, you're going to stay attached.
So 102, 102. Tied up. 2:44 remaining. So it's been a
Yeah, either one downhill. You like your chances.
wild and crazy.
Early. And another free throw. But the thing is, I got a couple of double lane violations.
So it's a double lane violation. So that's going to be on Steven Adams. I don't know why he kind of flinched in the fold, but they're definitely going to be calling that double lane violations. So they're going to tip it off with a double lane violation called by Steven Adams. I mean, that was a bad break right there. What? Steven Adams should have never done what he done. That was a double lane violation on him. Goes back to the Pels. Pels still tied up at 102. Let's see if they could try to get something. Brandon Ingram will pass it to Zion. So DeRozan will last touch it. Goes back to the Pels. Still 2:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Let's see what happens here. If the Pels can kind of get something. So it's going to be free throws coming up for the Pels. We have to make these free throws, folks. It's very important. This is clutch time right now. We have 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. It's clutch time. So Ingram will go to the charity stripe, attempt 2 free throws, and the first one is no good.
2:23 to play.
Missed the
first.
first.
But for the game, you can't go 16 for 31. In a game, you have to have. That's the tough part.
Yes, you have to have this game.
Second.
And that's going to be a second free throw. So so 1 out of 2 for Brandon Ingram on the last free throw attempt. So the score is still 103, 102 Pels. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can try to get into the basket. And nope, still San Antonio ball. So Najee Marshall will be called for the foul. And DeRozan will go to the line.
That's where they've excelled. They've out-rebounded opponents all season long by +6. San Antonio's been on the negative side when it comes to boards. So you give DeRozan an extra opportunity, and he makes the most of it. He is now 11 of 11 at the free throw line. 2:04 to play. So you said a 32 and 11 assists to a landscape. To 27, 8 assists, 7 boards.
And the free throw is good. So back to a 1-point game. It's been a back and forth game tonight. 104-103. San Antonio 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining.
Brandon Ingram.
So Brandon Ingram will pass it. Let's see if they can try to. Steven Adams will pass it. Brandon Ingram misses. Lonzo Ball. So it's going to be free throws for the Pels again. Once again, we have to make both free throws. 1 point lead for San Antonio, 104-103.
So it goes back on the turnover, the 19th of the game.
And that's a turnover. It says 19 turnovers. I mean, look, that is just pitiful when it comes down to it. You lose games like that.
You just keep tipping the basketball, and that's not going to get it done. Tipping that ball is not going to get it done because what you're doing.
I mean, like I said, you're tipping the ball.
DeRozan's mid-range.
DeRozan knocks it down.
So we tipped it last time. DeMar DeRozan
Makes it 106-103, 3-point game.
He knocks down 15.
I'm going to tell you, DeMar DeRozan just absolutely just powered it on tonight with points.
With Zion. Najee. 10 on the shot clock. And Zion keeps it.
Zion.
It'll be Najee Marshall.
Najee Marshall.
Zion. But he's going to go. He's got to go back.
Say,
He will. And on the reverse, gets
and the basket is good. Cuts the lead to 1.
Inside of 55 seconds left.
So 33 points for Zion tonight. 14 boards. So 106-105. 106-105.
DeRozan with 10 on the shot clock.
DeMar DeRozan.
Out of the hands of DeRozan.
Let's see.
His mid-range step back.
No mid-range, it knocks it down. So DeMar DeRozan knocks down the Jay. So it's 108-105.
Biggest possession of the game, Lonzo to tie. Coming up short, Purdue scouting. And the Pels, you want to lengthen the game, you got a foul.
You got a foul here. That is the wrong guy that you fouled.
Now, Pels had a foul to give. It'll come out of the side, but they're still going to try to get it to DeRozan. So let's see if they can purtle off the floor. Yeah, they are. Patty Mills is coming in.
The thing that this Pels team has not done in this game, and especially in this fourth quarter, has made it difficult for DeMar DeRozan.
Right.
He's gotten to wherever he has wanted to get on the floor.
You didn't take the ball out of his
You
hands.
didn't take the ball out of his hands. You're not running someone else at him. You're not forcing someone else up to beat you.
11 of his 32 have come here in the
So Wessel Wundu comes in for the Pelicans here in the with 20.8 seconds remaining. Free throws.
So they got shooters on the
So
floor.
Lonnie Walker, so they're going to be going for the free ball.
And Derek White will bring it in to get the length of Brandon
So
Ingram. Set the pick for DeRozan.
so they will pass it. So let's see if they can get it. That's going to be a quick foul. That's going to be Wessel Wundu getting that foul. Wessel Wundu, I'll be honest with you, look, it's kind of stagnated what they're doing.
I'll tell you, you give credit to Pop because he just did something that.
Look, Greg Popovich, I'm going to tell you, look, he just absolutely had a game plan tonight for this for the Pels.
For the last 2 minutes, he's going zone. So
19.7 seconds, and the free throw is up, and it is good. So
kind of put some indecision in the Pels offense.
increase the lead to 109-105 4-point game.
Makes it a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
The adjustment, in-game adjustment, when he saw it was a 2-man game out front between Brandon and Zion.
The second free throw is
at the free throw line.
good.
Give that young man credit.
110-105.
So a 2-possession game, 19.7 play. At a timeout to the Pels.
Okay, timeout 110-105 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be honest with you. This is going to be the last 19 seconds is going to be it's going to be an eternity. So I'll be honest with you. Pelicans are going to have to try to get some shots down to cut the lead back down. I mean, look, because San Antonio just absolutely took advantage of the Pelicans' misfortunes. So that's something. Like I said, that's really a bad. Okay, update. Lakers on top, 79-74 against Dallas. That game's going on in the third. We'll get back to game action.
This is not easy for a big to do. Get down, but he's starting.
Also, Utah
Finishes the break.
on top 61-59. And also Denver on top 27-21. That game's in the first quarter.
With 20 or more. Nobody else in double figures, though.
So we're just waiting for the game to resume. 110-105.
So now to the timeout, AD. You need a bucket right away. You don't necessarily need 2 buckets. So do you go for the 3 right away, or do you try to get it inside, draw contact? They'll let you have the layup, won't they?
They will let you have the layup.
And DeMar DeRozan back out there with Derek.
So DeMar DeRozan's staying in the game.
Steven Adams, Lonzo Ball, Zion, and Najee Marshall. So you got to believe. Let's see, they're not going to stay at least initially. You talking to the zone they were using?
So Alonzo will pass it to Zion.
Going to the hole, setting it up.
Pass it Brandon Ingram. No good.
Picked up by Keldon Johnson. Derek White.
And that's gonna
Now, will they get it across in 8 seconds? Yeah, they will.
look like they're gonna end it. San Antonio will end it.
Picked up by Steven Adams, and a timeout is called with 1.7 play.
So 1.7 seconds remaining here in the
So a frustrating night all the way around for the Pels.
look, they won the other night 135-100, but tonight it's a different story. So let's once again mute due to the commercials and also music playing in those commercials. 110-105. I'll be honest with you. Look, this has been an absolute barn burner, as you know it. I mean, San Antonio just came in this game tonight, and they played with poise. Pelicans need this game bad, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen tonight. They're going to have to be playing from behind the next couple of times. So the next game will be on Monday night. The LA Clippers will be here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So at the end of 3, LA Lakers on tied up at 79 against the Dallas Mavericks. So let's give you the
A brutal schedule coming up. The difficulty of their schedule.
So right now, Pelicans are in the 11th position right now. It's not good. They're 3 games back of San Antonio, so it's going to probably be after tonight, maybe 4. So let's see. Brandon Ingram knocks down 3. So 110-108. And that will end it.
For San Antonio. And remember the free throw line and the disparity. 15 misses. Both took 32 shots at the free throw line. The Spurs 27 of 32 AD, and the Pels 17 of 32.
And then you also turned the basketball over 19 times. Turn the ball over 19 times, and you just talked about missing 15 free throws against a team that you are chasing for the playing game. Basically, what that means is this is a game that you had to have at home.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to tell you, 19 turnovers and also missing 15 free throws has been absolutely bad tonight. I mean, look, you can't describe how bad it was. I mean, we're going to face this team. We're 3 games back. So we're going to have to try to get free throws down. Because if you go miss 15 free throws, you're not winning the game. Same thing with the turnovers. Turnovers absolutely was bad tonight. 19 turnovers. Also, San Antonio got points off of those turnovers. So, final score tonight, 110-108. Pelicans lose, unfortunately, tonight. So, we apologize. So, everybody, you're right. McKinley, thanks for commenting. You're absolutely correct. It was absolutely piss poor. We will give you show you the stats as well. Also, as usual, the Pelicans where usually the Pelicans sat in the 4th quarter. You're absolutely correct. Adrian Resender, if I'm saying your name right, yes, that is true. Spurs are really just playing on all cylinders tonight. So final score 110-108 is your final. We will have Stan Van Gundy's press conference tonight, so we will have it aired tonight. Let's go ahead and give you the final game stats of this game. Final game stats. We'll go through the game stats. Okay. San Antonio shot 43%. Pelicans shot 47%. In tonight's game, 3-point shooting. Both teams shot 9 3-point shots, but a little bit better for San Antonio. But it's like I said, they're at 29, so that's close to 30. Pelicans was at 40, so that was 40%. Now the free throws tonight was absolutely just despicable. 53%. That's something we cannot continue to do over and over and over again. That's just what we're going to have to because I'm seeing players getting on that line tonight, missing free throws, missing those free throws like crazy. That was tonight was just piss poor when it comes down to those free throws. Now the rebounding aspects, let's give you those. San Antonio leads, Pelicans lead 48-46. They also led 10-9 on offensive boards and 38-37 on defensive boards. So they did win in the rebounding department. Now the turnovers tonight was absolutely just out of control tonight. We was absolutely out of control on our bad. Because like I said, we continue to throw those bad passes out of bounds. I mean, look. I mean, we cannot handle the ball well. We can't do it. I mean, how expect you going to win a game when you can't handle the ball? I mean, I'm seeing passes going over heads and out of bounds and stuff like that. 20 turnovers tonight. Points off of turnovers. Pelicans gave up 23 points off of those turnovers. San Antonio really capitalized. Pelicans got 21 points off of the turnovers on 17 for them. Now the fast break points, Pelicans led 20-8, but the points in the paint was even at 48. So we gave up 48 points in the paint tonight. When it comes down to it, we cannot continue to do these things. In a nutshell, so that is your game stats wrap up. So we will give you the 4-quarter stats. I got my 4-quarter stats on the screen. I will give you those 4-quarter numbers. So let's give you those. Okay, 4-quarter numbers. Pelicans shot 37%. San Antonio 40%. That's not something we cannot. We just continue to give up shots in the 4th quarter. Same thing on 2-point shots. We give up easy baskets. That's 8 of 14. Pelicans had 8 of 20. Now the 3-point shooting, we were just abysmal at the 3-point line. 28%, only 2 of 7. That's not something we can do. San Antonio was 0 for 6 when it comes down to it in the basketball game. So 0 for 6 for them and 2 for 7 for the Pelicans tonight. So final score of 110-108 is your final here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. So let's go ahead and give you the game box scores. Okay, I'll give you the individuals. I'm going to give you those. So we will give you individual box scores. Let's go ahead and give you those. Okay, for the San Antonio Spurs, DeMar DeRozan had 32 points. He absolutely exploded tonight. Johnson had 14. Porletti had 8 for the Spurs. White had 22. Murray had 11. Eubanks came off the bench. He had 8 points for the Spurs, or 8 points minus 5 in his aspects. Now, Zion Williamson, 33 points once again in a losing effort. He had 14 rebounds, 9 on defense, 5 on offense. Brandon Ingram, 24 points. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He also shot 9 of 21, but his 3-point shooting was absolutely trash tonight. Just 1 of 5 when it comes down to it. He just absolutely did not shoot the ball well. Steven Adams, once again, is another guy. He's just good for offensive rebounds and stuff like that. He only had 4 points. He was 0 for 2 from the line. He had 10 rebounds tonight. Now, Alonzo Ball had 24 points. He went 9 for 16 on his field goals and 6 out of 10 on his 3-point shot. So he was the only guy making those threes tonight out of the 9 of 22 for 40%. What's the Wundu at 0? He only played 10 minutes. Marshall had 6. Willie Herman Gomez at 0. He had played 5 minutes, but not long. Jackson Hayes at 6. He went 2 out of 7 tonight from the field, so 2 out of 7. Also, Kyra Lewis had 5 points. Kyra Lewis is one of be honest with you, Kyra Lewis has to get better on his shooting because 2 of 5, 2 of 6 is not going to cut it with this team. So that is your box scores for tonight. If I miss anything, let me know. Please let me know. Once again, 110-108 is your final score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming in for tonight's game, Pelicans, and we'll have the Stan Van Gundy press conference in just a few moments. So we're going to be going over to Stan Van Gundy's presser. So we're going to be heading over to his presser in just a second. Let me see if we see it. We'll give it to you in just a second. So once again, talk among yourselves, folks, if you're in the chat room, until we get to the post-game press conference with Stan Van Gundy. We'll have it up in a few moments. So Stan Van Gundy should be up in just a few moments. Okay, let's go ahead and give you the standings. I'm going to give you the standings real quick and professional. So let's give you those standings as we go. So here's the standings as of tonight. Eastern Conference, Brooklyn at 40-20. Philadelphia, the second seed, 39-21. They're just 1 game out. Milwaukee has the third seed. They're 2.5 out. The Knicks absolutely just improving this year, 34-27. They have the 4th seed. Now the Atlanta Hawks has the 5th seed. Also, Boston has the 6th seed. Now Miami will be in the play-in game. There'll be a 7 versus 10 matchup. So Charlotte has the 8th seed. Indiana has the 9th seed. And the Washington Wizards, 26-33, has the 10th seed. So that is the Bulls right now are kind of right behind the Washington Wizards. That's in the Eastern Conference. Now in the Western Conference, this is another situation. Pelicans right now, they're currently in the 11th spot. They're once again, they're 3.5 out of now Golden State takes over the 10th position. Golden State moves up to the 9th position. Memphis is in the 8th position, followed by Portland. Now, 1 through 6, Utah will get the number 1 seed if the playoffs begin today. And the season's over. Phoenix will get the 2nd. LA Clippers, the Pelicans' next opponent on Monday night, has the 3rd seed. Utah has the 4th seed. Lakers have the 5th seed going in. And also the Dallas Mavericks with the 6th seed. So that is your conference standings. So right now, Pelicans, let's give you their schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and give you their schedule. Let me pull it up, the next couple of games. We'll go up to the next couple of games. I'll pull that up for you. Okay, the next couple of games for the New Orleans Pelicans will be tough as nails. They will take on LA. That'll be the Clippers on Monday night. They will take on Denver. That'll be on Wednesday night. And also they'll take on Oklahoma City. That's out at Oklahoma City. They will go to Minnesota. Minnesota always tough at home. Then they're going to play Golden State. It's going to be Monday and Tuesday night. This is a very consistent game right here between Pelicans and Golden State. So the next couple of games, you might get wins against Oklahoma City. You might get a win against Oklahoma City, but Denver, you may not get a win against Denver. Also, you may not get a win against Golden State because Steph Curry's on another level. So that's something right there to consider. So the next couple of then they're going to play Philadelphia. So this is three nights right here they're going to play. So they're going to play Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Friday they're going to play Golden State back to back, and Friday they're going to play the Philadelphia 76ers. So final score 110-108 Pelicans lose tonight. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are waiting for Stan Van Gundy to, we'll give you the NBA scoreboard. Okay, let's go ahead and give the NBA full scoreboard, and we'll have Stan Van Gundy up in just a few moments. Lakers on top, 87-83. That game is going on. It's 87-85 now, back to a 2-point game. Minnesota on top, 75-71. That's in the third quarter. Also, Nuggets on top, 40-30. That's in the second. Games from earlier today. Knicks win 120-103, so they get their record 34-27. Also, the Bucks win 132-94. The Indiana Pacers win 115-109. And also, the Miami Heat win 106-101. So that is your NBA scoreboard for this evening. Now the update on the Timberwolves and Jazz, 77-71. That's looks like that's going to be an upset, but it's still in the third quarter. 77-71. Minnesota leads the Utah Jazz. So we will see if Stan Van Gundy is up. We will have it in just a second. Tonight's press conference. So final score 110-108. Thank you for appreciate it. Shadow Band. Thank you. Appreciate you. Everybody for coming in tonight, participating in the comment section. We absolutely like that. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting this. We will have Stan Van Gundy in just a few moments. We're waiting for him. It's just it'll be a few minutes. So I know it's I know they take long, but that's just what's going on. We're going to be waiting. So if you have any game questions for me, you can once again post them in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I will answer them as best as humanly possible. Thanks for coming in tonight, giving us. We appreciate you big time. So let's give you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update. I'm going to give you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update. Games going on tonight in the majors. Okay, Major League Baseball full scoreboard. Phillies on top 7-4. That's in the top of the eighth. Bottom, top of the seventh. Excuse me. Top of the seventh, Giants on top 1-0. Also, the Phillies and Padres tied up at 2. That game is in the bottom of the fifth in Los Angeles tonight. So out in Los Angeles. Also, Kansas City wins 2-1 over Detroit Tigers. Also, the Seattle Mariners 13-8, the best record, winning 8-2. Pittsburgh winning 6-2. St. Louis winning 2-0. Milwaukee winning 4-3. Also, the Nationals winning 7-1, and the Houston Astros. excuse me. I'm coughing. Sorry that I'm coughing on the air. 16-2. Yankees winning 2-1. They did win their game. Rays won 5-3. A's went 7-2. Also, the Chicago White Sox winning 2-1. That is in their game tonight. So, Major League Baseball. One game postponed in Arizona, Atlanta, in Arizona. So, Major League Baseball going on tonight. So the game's going on. So, once again, final score: Pelicans lose 110-108 is your final score. Tonight, we will have Stan Van Gundy. We are waiting for Stan Van Gundy to appear so we can play the press conference. So we're waiting for the press conferences to come up. The press conference should be up in just a few minutes. We're waiting for I don't know. We're just they're just we're okay, live, the post-game press conference live is on. Zion Williamson's at the podium, so let's go ahead and hear what Zion had to say tonight in tonight's ball game. So let's go ahead and I'll bring in the audio for Zion.
All I can say on that is take the lesson, learn from it, and just try to get better.
Just knowing how big this game was for you guys, when it's 12 minutes left in the season, I guess, what's the feeling in the locker room, walking away with that loss here?
Tough loss, but like I said, that's that game. That game's over with. Now we got to focus on winning the next game at a time. No problem. You guys have a good night.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Absolutely true. You have to focus on the next game ahead. And that's the LA Clippers. That's going to be a tough game when it comes down to it on Monday night. I mean, look, if the Pelicans, like I said, Zion had 33 points tonight. He also had 14 boards tonight. So I tell you what, Zion kind of just absolutely was the face of the game tonight. But unfortunately, that was just water under the bridge. So we're waiting for, once again, Stan Van Gundy to come up. He should be up in just a few moments for the post-game coverage. So let's see if we have another. Let's see if we have Stan Van Gundy up. We'll wait. We're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. Just came up a few seconds ago. We'll have Stan Van Gundy's comments tonight. So we're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. Okay, Stan Van Gundy and players. We're just waiting for Stan Van Gundy, so it should be they should be up in a few minutes. They give his take on tonight's so like I said, it's 10 so that's once again final score 110 108 110 108. San Antonio wins tonight. So look, I'll be honest with you, it was just a absolute disastrous game in between the quarters. So like the third quarter and stuff like that, they was just absolutely giving shots away and also not knocking down shots when needed. I mean, look, I was seeing baskets. I was seeing Brandon Ingram missing an air ball. That's one thing Brandon Ingram should not do. Let's go over to Stan Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy is at the podium, so we're going to go ahead and pull his audio in.
The turnovers, those were just too much to overcome.
I think even with that, the opportunities were there. You know, we had some defensive rebounds down the stretch we couldn't get. There were certainly plenty of opportunities there. The free throws and turnovers keep it from, making a close game instead of one you could. We shot 10 more free throws than they did and made the exact same. We shot the same number of free throws they did and they made 10 more. That's going to be tough to overcome. There's no question. But we could have overcome it. We just a couple things down the stretch. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for them. To be right there in the Washington game, losing overtime, to be right there in the New York game where you should have won it in regulation, losing in overtime, to have a shot to beat, Brooklyn right there, close game, and then the same thing tonight. To be right there, game after game after game, and to get yourself ready to play and to go out and compete and not be able to finish it off, it's frustrating for every one of us, coaches, players, front office, everybody, to be right there. And I'll give our guys credit, and, we'll see what happens on Monday, but they keep fighting through the frustration and going out and competing every night. And I thought they did that again tonight. Down big at halftime and come back out, get right back in it, fight through the frustration on the free throws and stuff. So, I'll give them credit in that regard. We just got to do what it takes to win, and we got to play more solid basketball.
That third quarter was your best one out of the game. Was there a certain adjustment, a certain strategy change that you implemented at halftime to get the eye going and get the team going?
Well, not really a strategy thing. I listen. They were having trouble matching up with Zion in the second quarter, so we were just going to him. It was too much. I wasn't getting anybody else involved, and so that was my mistake coaching-wise. I looked at the thing at halftime. Brandon only has 5 shots. I said when we talked about defensive adjustments we wanted to make, taking care of the ball, all those things offensively, I said, we're going to move the ball more. I'm going to make sure I get Brandon involved, and we were able to do that. It should have been done in the first half, but we did adjust, and I think he had 5 shots at halftime. He had 16 shots in the second half. We got him involved a little bit more, and I think that helped us.
Coach, you mentioned it already, but those defensive rebounds that you were not able to get down the stretch. Of course, Najee did a pretty decent job on DeRozan as well as he could, and missing the shots, but you just were not able to get those opportunities of the second chance.
Yeah, you're not against a guy like that. You're not going to get stops every time down, and I thought we did a decent job. We had some breakdowns in the game where we didn't do what we were supposed to do. But for the most part, I thought we fought it out pretty good. And then, we've got hands on the ball too. We just it was disappointing because rebounding's been the one thing we've been able to count on all year and should be able to count on. And tonight, not so much.
Yes, and tonight was the free throws and the turnovers. A lot of these games, we walk away and you hear you say, man, we kind of beat ourselves. And just from, from a big picture standpoint as a franchise, how do you address that, going into the offseason when it's an issue, a lot this season?
Well, I mean, every game's been different. This isn't the same as the Washington game or the New York game or the Brooklyn game. I mean, you guys have already hit on the two things that were the problem tonight, we hit a long stretch in the year after the first West Coast trip, and I don't know, we won a lot of games. I mean, close to 30 games, I think, where we were the number 2 offense in the league. And the two things that were going on there is we were shooting the ball well from 3, but we cut the turnovers. And now we're back to being a mistake team. That's a problem. And the free throws have been a problem all year. Not maybe this bad, but it's been a problem all year. We're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the league. And so, as far as going forward, Will, what do you do about that? You practice your free throws and you try to get better. Like, I don't have a strategy for that. I don't have a strategy for shooting free throws. Like, that we need to do something differently or anything. So I don't know. Run different free throw plays, I guess. I don't know.
I want to go ahead and look there from the left wing, touch the tie. I know he had a role in it. Is that what you like in that situation there?
It's an open 3. It was an open 3. It wasn't contested. It was an open 3. And a guy who was at the time 6 for 9 on the night. Like, you're gonna complain about that. I mean, then I don't know what you're doing coaching wise. Like, you can't decide based on the result. If that goes in, everybody's saying great shot. If it doesn't, now, you should have done, we should have gotten the ball to Zion and Branco. I mean, come on. Like, you can't have a guy out there that any shot he misses is a bad shot. I mean, he was 6 for 10 from 3 tonight. It was an open shot, really from about the same spot where he just hit the one right before. So, I'm not quibbling with that.
Hey, Jason, you mentioned the turnovers that sort of kind of take up. You think that's a case where guys are maybe, I don't want to say trying too hard, but they're looking to make the extra play, knowing kind of the stakes of the games are kind of getting higher and higher.
You know what? I mean, that's just a great point, Andrew. I said at halftime to our team, I think we were trying to make too many home run plays, and we were playing a little fat. Like, everybody wanted to get it done so much. Everybody's trying to make the play, and the whole thing, instead of just moving the ball and playing solid basketball. We've had that problem in the past. We got out of that for a while, and then, it started to come back. And tonight it was early in the game, especially. I mean, we're trying to throw the ball full court, and I mean, we had some really, really poor decisions early in the game.
Yes. Look, I'll be honest with you. Look, the turnovers was absolutely just bad. Free throws as well. Look, they're gonna. I don't care if you have to get on the line 10 or 15 or maybe 40 times a game. Just make those free throws. That's what you have to do, because that's important. When you make a free throw, you cut the lead in half. But you don't make your free throws, you're giving that other team an advantage point. So, once again, final score 110-108. Pelicans lose tonight. We will be back on Monday night. Pelicans versus LA Clippers here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can come back and join us. Thanks to everyone joining us tonight in our broadcast. We appreciate it. Once again, please like, share, and follow us. You can like, share, and follow us on on facebook.com/Kerry.Weemeyer.75. Also, if you are watching us on Twitter, you can follow us on there. And also the YouTube channel as well. We do cover games. We're going to be here next Thursday night for NFL draft coverage. That will be here on once again Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are going to be live Thursday. We're also going to be live on Monday for the Pelicans and the LA Clippers. So once again, thanks for joining us tonight. Also, you can email me anytime. You got a question or comment about anything, email us at the addresses on your screen. Once again, for everybody joining us tonight, thanks for joining us. Myself, manning the boards here. Once again, everybody have a good rest of your Saturday evening, and we'll be back tomorrow for Sports Talk here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter in the morning. So around 11 o'clock, we will be here to bring you the latest sports from around the country and around the world. So everybody have a good evening.